What's going on, you guys? It's your boy Joe Castro, aka Philly Frescoes, Philly the podcast, man. Today, I want to go over Jalen Hurts' 3 turnovers. All right, he had 2 fumbles. One of them was lost, so we're only going to look at the one that was lost. I know it's controversial, so definitely got to look at it. We all knew at some point he was going to show that he is a rookie. He did, and we also knew that at some point Doug Peterson was going to come back, and he did, in a major way. I'm not happy with the play calling. I'm not happy with the plays, the execution of the plays, I should say. Jalen Hurts has to look at this film just like we are, and he's going to have to learn from this. He's still young. He still has a long way to go. But we're going to get into this. So before
everywhere, this is for you.
All right, so the first one we're going to start with is the interception in the end zone, trying to go to Travis Fulgham. This play, I'm going to say this on both of the interceptions. Little spoiler alert. I like his footwork to get out of the pocket. I love that he keeps his eyes down the field. That's something you want from your rookie quarterback. This is just not a throw you make in any league. In college, this throw is a pickoff. You have about 3 or 4 Cowboys over there. Travis Fulgham, I don't see him open. I saw this from a couple different angles. I don't see him open in any of the angles. If I'm, talking to Jalen Hurts, I'm telling him try and run this to the edge, see what you can get. You do have a safety coming down. That's one of the people that are chasing you. But the other one is a defensive tackle. You can see he's just not going to catch up to you. You have a lot of green grass left. Jalen Hurts, just please try and get that to the edge of the sideline or just throw the ball away. I understand the situation. I understand the pressure, but, this is just not the time that you want to be throwing interceptions. Bad read, bad throw. One thing I will say about Travis Fulgham, as a wide receiver, you have to be a little bit more aware of where you are in the field. I would have loved, let's slow it down right here. I would have loved for him to cut this down. Instead of trying to stay in the end zone, run more towards the 10-yard line, more towards where you see the yardage marker is. Try to help your quarterback out. Make that an easier throw. So if Travis Fulgham just comes down to the edge, the boundary line, and tries to sit somewhere in that zone where it's an easier throw for Jalen Hurts, maybe Jalen Hurts is able to, hit him on this. But like I said, as it stood, was just a bad play. This second one, again, I love the footwork. I love that he gets outside of the pocket, starts to break down a little bit. He gets outside of the pocket, buys time. But he has so much green grass. So much green grass. I'm not 100% sure why this isn't, I understand the situation and I understand where we were score-wise, but you can have a first down here with your legs, Jalen Hurts. You have enough room. This is where we need you to just pull it down, make that decision. Earlier against like the Saints and even the Cardinals, I feel like that was a decision he made quick. They do have a spy, which is something to Cowboys' credit. They did a lot in the second half, and it kind of made Jalen Hurts second guess his running ability, it seems like, because he just gets rid of it quick. This throw could have been a great throw if he threw it earlier. Let's look at it. Once he breaks, you can see that he does have a lot of open availability if he wants to get it out there. He doesn't. He ends up deciding to kind of scramble outside. This is something that we've seen from Carson Wentz, and it is what it is. If we're gonna call a spade, we have to call a spade, right? So Carson Wentz did this a lot. And that's, you make a decision and then you pull back on that decision and make a bad decision. Like I said, this could have been a good throw. He had a window of opportunity. I feel like he just threw it a little bit late and he threw it off his back foot. So once the mechanics are off, anything can happen. Again, credit to this defense. This was a good scheme. But even the flat route, you have the flat route, Jalen, just because number 27 then starts to pull back, and that's what allows him to get that interception. Even if number 27 doesn't get that interception, the deep safety probably is going to get there. If not for a PBU, probably an interception himself. Again, just bad mechanics lead to bad throws. Late, you can kind of put this on the offensive line, not giving them a totally clean pocket, but that's about as good as you're going to get from this O-line right now. Again, Jalen Hurts just used that running ability. Again, these are learning, mistakes, and you're going to probably think that you didn't say that it was learning things for Carson Wentz. Listen, Jalen Hurts is not a fifth-year player with a $100 million contract. It's a little bit different how I'm going to look at the film. Jalen Hurts is still very young. I think this is a throw he doesn't make. Like I said, I think this is hopefully in next year. Hopefully next year you see the same type of situation and he's either tucking it down or just getting it to the guy in the flat, who I think is Ertz right now, and just taking what the defense gives you. He did very good at that in the beginning of the year, and I feel like when the pressure is getting on, him and Doug are just not, they're kind of folding. I'm going to be 100% honest. I think Jalen Hurts is doing very well for his age and, his status, but you can see the pressure getting to him, especially in the second half. I posted a little clip of this saying that it was the worst call. We're going to first look at the actual play, what actually transpired, and then we'll look at the fumble. That's how we're going to go from there. So Jalen Hurts gets a snap. You do see that the pocket, as far as the right tackle is kind of falling backwards. You have a defender in your lap if you're Jalen Hurts. You see a lot of man, and you do see the two deep, but you see a lot of man on the outside. So as a quarterback, this is, and especially a mobile quarterback like him, this is a perfect time for you to run the ball, just because most of the time they're going to have their back to you as defenders. So, you can kind of catch them off guard. So he does try to take it up the middle. And we do see that he fumbles the ball. Great recovery. Again, these linebackers and these linemen are pretty good for the defense, for Dallas's defense. I won't say pretty good, but they're pretty quick. They have speed on their side. He's just trying to make something happen. You do see Miles Sanders kind of cross across his face. So at this point, maybe you get it off to Miles Sanders. But other than that, this is good coverage. And I think it's a good decision by Jalen Hurts to go ahead and just run this and get what you get out of it. Obviously, the end result is not what we wanted, but, I think it is a good decision. Now, the fumble. I've watched this fumble probably 40 times easily, at least. We'll probably say 50. We'll say 50. Now, this is what a lot of people are seeing. They're seeing the Dallas Cowboys knee down. At this point, I do not see the ball out. You tell me if you see the ball out at this point. I do see that he is, going to strip the ball, but I do not see the ball moving. Now, at this point, I see Jalen Hurts knee down. I do not see any ball movement. I don't know if you see ball movement. I'm gonna go as slow as I can. I do not see ball movement from Jalen Hurts until his knee is down and his arm separates. You can see it flex. Once his arm separates from the body, his knee is already down and the ball begins to move. So I stand behind that. I do feel this was a terrible, terrible call. And it did not cost us the game. No, it did not. We had plenty of chances to win and lose this game, and we took every chance to lose. And, kudos to the Dallas Cowboys. They came out and they played and they took advantage of every mistake we made. And they came out and played well. Andy Dalton did well. But this, ladies and gentlemen, is not a fumble. At all. Of the NFL. So that is what I saw out of Jalen Hurts and these turnovers. Like I said, I think he has to learn. He has to grow. He's going to go through these growing pains. But if Carson Wentz is not here next year, this is going to be the guy we have to mold. We have to teach. So you guys let me know, especially with that last one. We're doing a call-in tonight, so you guys definitely, we're going to be talking about that. Do you guys think it was a fumble, or do you think the NFL refs are just bugging out this year? They've made a lot of bad calls this year. A lot of bad calls. That was probably the worst one against the Eagles, in my opinion, this year. So, it is what it is. But other than that, man, you already know what it is, man. It's fly was fly, and we are out here. Peace.